What's up, guys? It's your girl Stacy Cake, and today I'm here for an extra special Valentine's Day edition video where I'm going to be discussing 5 not so obvious reasons you may be alone this Valentine's Day. Now, this is all in fun, and I'm no expert, but these things that I'm going to list are just things that, I've noticed from my experiences as well as people around me. So to start off, let's keep it positive. Let's say it's not you, it's them. So, maybe you're intimidating to the people you're around. You may be on top of your stuff, you may look bomb, you probably a 10, the fits be right, the hair be right, makeup if you a lady be on 100, sneaker game too tough if you a guy, and you might just be intimidating the people around you, and people might not know how to approach you. And that's nothing you can do. You just want to continue to be yourself, and you want to continue to be bomb, and the person who can handle you, will just approach you. So if that's the case, it's nothing you can really do. But one tip may go into my second point, which is you may want to extend beyond your loop. Meaning, you may be surrounding yourself within the same group of people all the time, so that's why you're not finding the right person, because the right person might not be in that loop, honey. Trust me, I know. In college, I always say college is like such a bubble because you see the same people a lot. Especially if you go to a smaller school, you see the same people a lot. Or even if you go to a bigger school, you might get caught up in hanging around the same people all the time. You know what I mean? You get comfortable, so you're going to the same people's parties, you're going to the same group activities every week or every semester. You're in a routine, you're comfortable with your life. But while those group of people may be great for the moment, your Valentine may not be in that group, boo, so you might need to, venture out a little bit. Join a new club, hang out with some new people, be cautious because you can't trust these people these days. But, hang out on a new spot. You can hang with the same people. Maybe y'all just need to try a new location. Go somewhere different. Because you open up so many doors, and networking is so important. A lot of people talk about it when it comes to career moves or things like that. But network could be the key to getting you a boo next February. You never know who's lurking in the scenes or who may spot you. Or, if you are intimidating to the people you're around, you might meet your match when you go to a new location. So don't give up. And, just try something new, You never know who's around the corner from you or who's one door down, and you just never opened that door because you was comfortable in your own little box. I know they say no new friends, but honey, you may need one to get you a new man or a new girlfriend, however you go. But okay, so the third thing, it could be kind of an opposite situation. You may need to be more confident, instead of being too intimidating. You may lack confidence in yourself, and that's something I know I've experienced, or second guessing myself or being self-conscious about certain things, but at the end of the day, I've learned that people can really sense when you're not feeling yourself. So it's like, that eludes things like, you never know what type of sort of energy you're giving off to people when you're like sitting here overthinking about something. Who knows, to that person that would be checking you out, you may be looking super nervous or super flaky or super shy or wishy-washy or however they want to describe you. You know what I'm saying? So, honey, keep your chin up, rock with whatever you got going on, let the haters hate, and you never know, you might gain some new haters if you pick your head up. So that's something that I've been working on myself, like hair flips. You just gotta be bomb 24/7. It's a work in progress. And being bomb, I think fellas tend to be a little more comfortable in themselves, but being bomb, especially for girls, is a 24/7 job. Like, your hair, if you don't wear makeup, your skin gotta be really nice, you know, body, you wanna get in the gym, you know, we're picked apart so much more than guys. Guys, you know, they get that fresh cut, they got pretty nice, decent skin, which for them a lot of times comes naturally. They put on the right clothes and get a little, you know, a nice little job. Their love life can be pretty much set. But, you know, there are guys that do struggle, you know, in the same way. So whether you're a guy or a girl struggling, you know, with your confidence, just find ways to pick yourself up. Hang around people, you know, that make you feel good. And who knows, next year you might be the one on a date. Okay, so the next thing, you just might not be giving anyone a chance. You know, ladies, sometimes we tend to curve this one and curve that one. He not this, she not that, or whatever, you know, the case may be. But you just want to give people an opportunity to prove you wrong sometimes. You know, sometimes our radar is pretty good. We know this one is trash. We know what this one did to this one, you know. But if it's something small that's maybe, you know, slightly turning you off, or you don't think you're that attractive in the beginning, maybe just go on a limb and give that person a chance. I mean, you want to be wise in your decisions because no one wants to be hurt. But don't be afraid. That's again about being spontaneous and taking an adventure. And who knows, it might be a lesson in it, a positive lesson in the situation. And even if it doesn't last forever, you can say you did it. And you might have been on a date by now if you didn't ignore that text. You know, so who knows? Just give it a chance. And fellas, the ball is really, you know, in your court. So a lot of the times, like ladies, a lot of times wait for you to approach them. So, you know, instead of, one thing I always tried to do before, you know, I was taken or whatever, was like, if I notice somebody, like I tend to have had a type that I noticed, and like my friends started noticing I was always liking a certain type of person. So what I tried to do was to, if I zoned in on this one person and like you automatically know that's the person you're looking to, and say they come in with a group of people, if you know your attention is automatically drawn to somebody, look next to them. Try somebody different, you know, especially if, I know me personally, I typically didn't attract my type of guy that I like. So, you know, I had to start leaving my options open and kind of like, okay, I don't typically attract that type of guy, but let me see what the guy next to him looks like. Because sometimes you get so caught up in your type, you miss out on the people that's kind of around your type and maybe better than the type that you think you want. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, stop being basic you. Go off the rail a little bit and try something different. You never know. You know, you might be getting some chocolates or some rings or some new Jordans or whatever you want. You know, that new person that you wasn't going to give a chance might provide it for you. So, you know, that's another thing to keep in mind. Just keep your options open. And lastly, this kind of connects to everything that I mentioned prior. You just want to make sure your vibe is right. Because if you're not giving off the right vibe when you're present, that can scare everyone off. You know what I mean? And it's not even just about being taken or being single. It's just about building relationships in general. And if your vibe isn't right, you know, people can sense that. Like, it's so real. The energy you give off is so real and it's so powerful. You know, just make sure your energy is good around you. Make sure the people around you are giving off the type of vibe you want to emit. And this is definitely easier said than done, but it's a work in progress, you know. But as a person, you deserve, you know, to be the best you and give off, you know, you want people to, you want to be real. Like, you just want people to soak up your realness and just feel it when your presence, when you walk in the room. So, you know, keep a clear mind, keep an open mind. And next year, you know, you might be doing your thing, who knows, at Red Lobster. Wink, wink. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Like, I need y'all to do that now. Like, I gotta get these numbers up.